Here with offensive lineman Ralee Jackson as Demons get ready for another road game at McNeese this weekend.
Yep.
We'll get to that in a second, but Ralee, what do you feel like you have been able to take away from the past couple weeks? Two really good teams, two ranked teams,
Mhm.
two championship caliber opponents that we feel like we obviously could do some things better against, but also
Yeah.
things that we can learn from those experiences. So for you specifically, maybe for the offensive line, if you want to speak for them as well,
Mhm.
what do you feel like the biggest takeaways have been from the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, so those two games had a lot of experience in them. Like those teams we were playing, they all their defense was all old guys, redshirt seniors, and just graduates and stuff. So we saw how you have to play to be at that level or be at that caliber team. And they played really hard. They played physical. They did their job, and that just shows like you got to be able to step up to that type of level if you want to beat those type of players. If you want to be that type of team.
So moving forward, how do we sort of start that process of getting to that level? Obviously, you're one of
Mm.
the 70 or so freshmen,
Yeah.
redshirt freshmen on this team. So, what kind of steps do you feel like can be taken this year in the off season going forward
Hmm.
that you feel like can get us to sort of that level?
I think bonding, like us getting closer, wanting to play for each other, and not really for. I mean, having your why is like really important, whether it's your team, your family, whatever it is. But I think getting closer together will help us. Working, obviously, just being consistent every single day. That's just, I mean, it comes with it. So iron sharpens iron. So when we're on the field, we got to give it everything we got, so we can all be better in the end.
You and really the entire offensive line have been the group on this team that has been the most sort of intact, if you want to call it that. I think
Yeah.
all five of you have started every game
Hmm.
this year. Knock on wood and all that with
Yeah.
the injuries that have
Yeah.
happened on the team. But how have you grown this year with, especially with guys like Caleb and Isaiah
Hmm.
that have been around and played a lot of games? How have you grown playing with them, playing together as a unit
Hmm.
through these first 7 games?
Yeah, so we were just talking about this earlier. Like at the beginning of the season, there was a little bit of like arguing going on, like even on the field when we got off the field, if like a drive didn't go our way. But as we've like gotten as the season moved on, like we kind of stopped that. Like it's just kind of um, whatever happens on the field happens on the field. Next play, move on. But working with them being older guys, and Caleb being like the center, the head of the O line, it's just like they help you out, and like you can see if you see any clips on the game, like you can see me talking to Isaiah and Caleb and asking them like what we're finna do right here, what we're finna do right there. So it's like they just help you out, and having two old guys like right in the vicinity of me helps me out on the field a lot.
Speaking of helping each other out, give me your perspective on Caleb's helping of Abram into the end zone
Yeah.
from last week.
So that play got him fired up. You could see it like Caleb was jumping after that. But yeah, that's the kind of grit that our coaches like, just the relentless effort and just trying to get everything you can. And that's exactly what Caleb showed because he is a foxhole guy. That's what the coaches call him. So him doing that type of thing shows how everybody should be playing at all times.
Give me some thoughts on your class as a whole, not just the offensive guys, but
Mm-hmm.
the entire the freshman, redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is that sort of inner intangible kind of thing that you guys have that says that coach can trust that in the next 3 or 4 years as you guys
Mm-hmm.
continue to develop and continue to get better,
Yeah.
that they're going to be talking about teams are playing a ranked Northwestern State team.
Yeah, so with that freshman class, we got here and we got close fast. Like we were having game nights. Like the first week we were here, just like all the football players, we were just gelling together, and it's kind of shown like the team, like most of the team being young, we all gel together, so that makes the team closer. And so um, I think that you guys the question again.
Yeah, what kind of intangible things do you feel like this class has that says, hey, in 2 or 3 years, if we can stick together
Mhm.
and continue that bond and brotherhood, that we can be, those teams that talked about you're playing ranked opponents
Oh
and
yeah,
be in
okay.
Northwestern State.
Yeah, so the young guys, like a lot of us are playing right now. So Coach McCorkle talks about like, oh, we had 6 redshirt freshmen touch the ball last game. We had these redshirt freshmen making tackles, making plays, whatever the case may be. And that just kind of shows the guys that aren't playing yet, that aren't on the field yet, that are in our class, that if we all work together and stay here for 4 or 5 years, like we can totally flip this program around. And Coach McCorkle talks about that all the time. Like he's always talking about the young guys. He's always making sure that we're good and that we know that we're really close, and we just got to stick to the process and stay consistent.
And then when you see, you talk about the bond that you guys have and the camaraderie that you guys have, and then when you see plays happen like Brendan's 78-yard touchdown or Jimmy's long touchdown or catch and run, and those young guys making the plays that you guys visualize and think about, how exciting and encouraging is that for y'all?
Yeah.
Over knowing what can and will happen.
Yeah.
If you do stick together.
Yeah, it does help because it kind of like we have a very narrow eyesight, and it kind of opens it up a little bit when things like that happen. So it kind of takes away people's doubts that they might have in the team or the players, and it just shows them that we can do it. We just have to execute.
Speaking of execution, I feel like that's going to be number one on the list this week, right? To McNeese. So beyond that, what is the focus going to, as we do narrow down a little bit to McNeese on Saturday?
Just staying on the path. I think with our record right now and where we're at in the season, a lot of people start to veer off and, start getting those doubts in their head. I think that the focus this week should be staying together and knowing what we can do and what we can go out there and do, because every week is a toss-up. We're in conference play. Like, no game is ever guaranteed. It doesn't matter what the Pro Football Focus says, because they said something about us. Doesn't matter what they say. Every week is a toss-up, and we can go get it, and we're capable of going to get it.
Ralee, thanks for your time.
Thank you.